This is A-Game, fast-acting, long-lasting, with no side effects.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, femininity coach, and author of The Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So we back at it again with the abandonment that Zaddy is doing to Black women. This is the winter is here stuff. And I say these things not as a rub in the face. Because, see, it's not even going to be only hyenas and only gynocrats that get caught up like this. There's going to be some lionesses that are going to be some collateral damage here. And it's sad because I don't wish that on any lioness. I don't wish that on any woman that has not participated in the ugliness of the gynocracy and the ugliness of feminism and the destructions of our communities. So when I talk about stuff like this is not rubbing your face in things, but to open your eyes to things because it's very important. I'm going to show a video. I'm not going to play it because it's not important. It's just a little bit of music or sound, but the point is actually written on the short, and I'm going to read it out. And then we're going to come back and cook, but I do want to show it to you so you will know of what I speak. Okay. Hopefully you can see this, but what it says is being poor is no longer affordable. You get fined for living in your car. Tiny homes cost the amount of regular homes. And living in the hood now costs the price of living in fancy neighborhoods. The system is trying to make low income non-existent. I'll read that again. Being poor is no longer affordable. You get fined for living in your car. Tiny homes cost the amount of regular homes. And living in the hood now costs the price of living in fancy neighborhoods. The system is trying to make low income non-existent. Now, I'm going to stop sharing that because I just wanted you to see it. Like I said, there was no need to play it because it was just a little bit of music or whatever. So let's go over the points that she made in this video. That being poor is no longer affordable because you are fined if you live in your car. See, once you're homeless, that doesn't actually stop your debts, unfortunately. Because you will get fined for living in your car. You'll get thrown out for trying to live in storage places, sneaking in there and things of that nature, trying to live in those storage warehouses. Tiny homes used to be more affordable. You're talking $25,000 for a good one, maybe even $50,000 for one with the amenities of a larger home. Now that movement, the tiny house movement, has become such a bigger deal than it was maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Then now you're looking at $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 tiny homes, which actually defeats the purpose of the tiny home. The purpose of the tiny home originally was an alternative way to have a home without paying the exorbitant price of a home, and you sacrifice some of the amenities and especially the size in order to like be able to work your way out of debt, right? And America as a whole has not even caught up to the tiny house movement by creating or changing ordinances and laws that govern where you can put that tiny house and where you can live in it and be in it without it necessarily counting as an RV or going to an RV park. So they're actually making it difficult for people to make that a full-time alternative way to live, okay? You're being priced out of the hood because of gentrification. That's why the hood is getting pricey, because it's not going to be the hood in the next 10 years. These neighborhoods that was the hood and the ghetto and all of that type of stuff, a lot of these major urban cities are gentrifying these areas. White people want access to those areas because a lot of them, especially in Chicago, are in key places in the city, next to a lot of transportation, next to a lot of the things that you need in the city without having to drive a long way to get to the things that you want and the things that you need. So, but gentrification is a big deal, because when they purchase these land plots of lands, these different real estate companies purchase these apartment buildings, and then they start renovating them to condo quality and all of that type of stuff, the price of the rent go up. Even if the property value is not quite up, the market rent go up, right? So if you're poor and you're just working class, or maybe you're not working too much and you are on some type of government assistance as well, this is going to be a big problem for you. This is extremely problematic. And the reason why I'm saying this to Black women is because this is actually a direct attack on Black women after Zaddy spent decades maneuvering you into this uncovered position. You gotta see the okie doke now. If you can't see the okie doke now, I don't understand when you're gonna see it or if you will ever see it. And if you can't see it now, I lose hope of you seeing it and understanding what's actually happening. When I say Zaddy, I mean the system of white supremacy and then handing you feminism and having you to act that out in your community, to uncover yourselves by distancing and disconnecting yourselves from black men in general. Having all these narratives, having all of these thoughts about Black men. They convinced Black women long ago to remove the covering and then take on all of these other supposedly more reliable replacements for Black men that are now proving to not be as reliable, really at a critical time for Black women. Because like I said, single motherhood is rampant. These are households without fathers in them, and that's rampant in the Black so-called community. That is the essence of being uncovered, which actually result in these women becoming much poorer than married counterparts, right? So you're having to work longer hours, work harder, combine work with government assistance of some sort, or you're completely on government assistance. They trying to, all around the United States, they are changing these laws to restrict or get rid of welfare, Section 8, EBT. They're really changing and restricting these laws as the economy is doing what it's doing. They tighten the belt on you. They tighten the belt on the lowest rung of the citizenship. And Black women are down there, especially Black single mothers. You're down there on the totem pole. You're not, as a group, you're poor, you're impoverished as a group. This is a very delicate situation for you to be in. And now all of these things that appear to be so rock solid that you'll never have to get rid of them, now they're on shaky ground. Now they got you on shaky ground. Now the next thing that they're doing is dangling reparations in everybody's face, which I don't believe. Because when they do the reparations by state, what they also include white people to come get that money. Y'all got to learn the okie doke. I might talk about that as well. Okay. So you have Black women still spitting this kind of rhetoric.
I said, as long as you got your own house, as long as you got your own transportation, and as long as you got your own income, it don't matter what a ninja got to say.
Right. Long as you got your own house, your own car, and your own income. What happens when you don't have those? What happens when you lose your house or your place to stay? What happens when you've lost your income either completely or there's been a significant decrease in the income that you're able to pull? What about when you don't have your car, it get repossessed, something happens to it and you don't have enough money to fix it or buy a new one? Then do you care what a ninja got to say? I wonder what happens when you don't have that anymore, because that's not guaranteed to be the case always, right? So like I said, do you then have to care what a ninja got to say? Because even if you want to talk bad and hop bad, like you ain't gonna never come back to the covering of Black men, no matter what happens to you. You know, survival is a real tricky little strong instinct there. And women got it bad. Survival is an interesting little instinct. It'll drive you to do many things that you swore that you would never do in a million years. You find yourself in the middle of doing some stuff in the name of surviving, in the name of putting something in that belly, in the name of having a roof over your head, in the name of having clothes on your back, in the name of having some type of comfort that you are accustomed to having in a first world country. So I know a lot of y'all are thinking, I ain't gonna, whatever, I make a way. Yo, the way you gonna make is to come crawling back to Black men in some way, shape, or form. Now that Zaddy is testing that. He's testing that. He's testing your resolve. Whether or not you're gonna try to go back to Black men by creating a situation that will make you have to make decisions on your survival, because you're going to become desperate. As all of these things dry up, you got to have somewhere to stay. That it becomes higher up on the need list, the more in trouble it is. So they make Black women desperate now to see if you're going to either implode or see if Black men, by and large, come to help and cover you. They really hoping for you to implode is what he's hoping, because he's waiting to do this stuff when Black men look like they've already checked out as a group. Notice the hammer's being dropped now, right? So like I said, they're hoping that you implode. And unfortunately, as a whole, Black women are not in control of the outcome at this point, because you can't guarantee that the vast majority of Black men are going to come rescue you. Yeah, there's going to be some that do. Not saying it won't, because simps still exist, right? Simps and son husbands and F-19s and all that kind of stuff, they still exist. So you'll have somebody to swoop in and come get you no matter what you're doing. But we're talking about as a whole, there's been a shift in the way Black men are thinking about Black women and the way that they're moving accordingly to what they believe and what they've seen and what they've determined, right? So now there's a legit question about whether or not Black men will once again help you or trust you. This is actually the get you got you. That's the get you got you, right? What's the get you got you? Trust me completely. That's what Zaddy told y'all to do. Trust me completely. I got you. Don't trust him. He's unreliable. I'm reliable. I'm the steady rock. I'm the rock of Gibraltar. I'm the thing that's not going to move. I'm the thing you should trust in and put all your belief in and put all your eggs in this basket. Get completely entanglement with Zaddy. You're getting an entanglement with all your affairs, only to then turn around and let you down at the most critical point where he shouldn't let you down. In the most critical hour of your need. This is the colonizer's way. This is how they break the toys that they've utilized for so long. They send you back to the wolves and hope that you get devoured. They don't care. They're going to get some popcorn and laugh. That's why they're coming out talking about that, how they don't really like Black women enough for marriage and stuff. To let you know we're not going to individually save you either. It's an ugly game. It's an ugly game. But it's hard to feel sorry for the mindset that is pervasive in Black culture among Black women, because who told you to trust the colonizer? Who told you to do that? That didn't even make no sense. You kind of getting what you're getting. And like I said, this is not even a rub it in your face. This is just sad. It's actually rather disturbing. A lot of Black women are going to be in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. And it's a sad situation to see. But what are you going to do? Anyway, before I sign off, I want to just point everybody to the description box, crimsoncure.com. The book is on sale and it's on its way. It's already been sent to print. All I'm doing is waiting on the proofs, the digital proof and the physical proof, and I should get that this week. Like I said before, I had to change the cover. That was an unforeseen little stumbling block, but we got it, had to completely change the cover. So that's going to be different. That's going to be part of the thing that I vet in the proof or to approve it or reject it. So hopefully it turns out well so I can just approve it so the ball can continue to roll on schedule. And right now we are still on schedule. So I want to thank you for all of the purchases and all of the patience that you've had with me with this book. Thank you so very, very much. Also, jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host of Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.